What's going on, folks? Welcome back. That's right. Today we are officially finishing the pond. If you guys missed the last episode, we came in, we added an entire layer of clay. We actually took like 100 and some dump trucks of clay, loaded it up here, spread it throughout the pond, got it perfectly smooth, perfectly packed, and now we're at a crossroads. We're at a decision. Do we leave it as is and fill it and hope for the best? Do we order bentonite and spread bentonite? If you guys don't know what bentonite is, it's this little powdery stuff. It swells, it expands like 200 times its size, and it's supposed to like seal up ponds. And or do we bring in another layer of clay to put over the top of the bentonite so we make a little sandwich, a little Oreo cookie in the pond with clay, bentonite, and clay? Shoo! What's going on, folks? I know you're here to see what we did to finish the pond. Did we do the Oreo cookie sandwich with bentonite? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. But more importantly, we've got a brand new jerky drop that is live right now at beefcakejerky.com. And as you guys know, we're probably gonna sell out. Right here, we've got the jumbo bundle. Let's show them what we got going on here. You've got 2 honey barbecue, 2 original, 2 peppered, 2 teriyaki, 2 hot and spicy, brand new by the way, as well as this sweet patch hat. You've got your sticker pack. You've got a sticker here. You got another sticker here. You've got a koozie. You've got a thermal hoodie. I'm wearing it right now, it's super warm, and chicken dog jerky. This entire bundle is like 40% off. And once it's gone, it is gone. Now, next, we've got a partnership with Y'all's Sweet Tea, okay? So it comes with this bag right here, as well as 3 bags of the pork sweet heat and 3 bags of the brand new beef hot and spicy, as well as a red koozie, a red bullhead t-shirt, and a cup to drink it in, plus this cool custom little box. So these are also limited. All the bundles, as you guys know, are limited, and they typically sell out fast. So if you want to try some hot jerky, some sweet heat, and have some tea to sip on, this is the bundle for you. Moving on, we've got the baby bundle with a brand new hat. This is one of my all-time favorite hats that we've ever made. This thing looks pretty sweet, and it comes with one of everything. So if you want to give everything a try, kind of like a little sampler, plus have a cool hat, and of course, you get a decal and a koozie as well. That is the baby bundle. And this, last but not least, this is the big jerky guy bundle. The only way you're buying this is if you are a big jerky guy, and you get all these bags. This is 24 bags. You get 4 bags of every single flavor, and this thing is so heavily discounted, you're getting 6 bags for free. So 24 bags here total. That's like this bag, this bag, this bag, this bag, this bag, and this bag. All these bags right here, these are basically free because of the discount that we have here. So if you're a big jerky guy, you want to try 4 of everything, not 1 of everything, this is the best deal that we have for jerky. We've got the baby bundle, we've got the Y'all's Sweet Tea collaboration, and the jumbo bundle, all available right now at beefcakejerky.com, as well as all flavors are back in stock. You can see behind me, that's what we got to dangle with. It's probably going to sell out, as you guys know, so if you want to try it, now would be the time at beefcakejerky.com. And with that being said, we'll see you guys at the pond. This is what she looks like now. She's perfectly smooth, perfectly round. It's ready for water. As is, it is ready for water. There's been clay packed around the entire thing, and it's smooth, it's ready. I mean, this is clay. This is, look at this. That is clay. You make your little pinch pots again. You know, what do you call them? Spice?
Yeah,
spice
dish.
Spice dish. You make your little spice dishes, as Big Junior says. Yeah, let me make a little pinch pot here. This is what, I mean, that's good clay. It's not that red clay stuff, but it's blue. I mean, I feel like that's gotta be decent. So as you guys saw in the previous episode, we spread around clay the entire way and packed it. I mean, we took the roller dozer, we took the bulldozer, we scraped it, we packed it, we smoothed it, and it's ready. And a lot of people just build ponds like this. Now you're ready for water. And so we have the outflow of water right here to where all I would have to do is flip a switch and all of a sudden this sucker would start filling. That's what it looks like. So you get water come in right here and flow down. That's the low spot, and we could start filling it. The only thing you risk is if it leaks again, now you got to pump it, now you got to let it dry, and then as you guys know, spring's around the corner, okay? And so then you're dealing with it to be, you know, rain happening and it staying wet and not being able to do it. It has to be perfectly dry. And so I've got this decision where it's either now or never. Either we say screw it, we're just going to fill it as is, we're going to end up saving like $100,000 by not doing the bentonite and not doing the second layer of clay and hope for the best, or you say screw it and we're going to buy the bentonite and buy the clay and get it all done in one go. And so when I kind of started weighing the options here, this has been a long project. It's been like a year since we've built it, and we've only had issues with it because it leaked. And the last thing I want to do is spend like 2 months filling it just to realize that it leaks, just for the spring rains to happen. Then we got to redo it this summer, and by the time it's done in the summer, we're going to start filling it. Well, then it's not going to be full until winter, and so we're essentially not going to have any fish in here until next year. Okay, we were supposed to have fish in it last year. I don't want to wait till 2025 to put fish in it. So we made the decision, the very difficult decision, to bring in bentonite. Okay, that's what we're going to be doing. We are going to be bringing in 2 semis of bentonite, $60,000 worth, to spread across this entire pond in hopes that it guarantees it holds water. That's at least the plan. I'm nervous. What are you making, another pinch pop? What are you doing?
I tried to make a ball, but it didn't work.
Over there or what?
What's he? What he's always rubbing something. So that's the decision that we're making. We are gonna, in fact, do bentonite. We don't know if we're gonna do another layer of clay, okay? Because I feel like at some point you're getting overkill, and a lot of you guys might be saying that, FLAIR, all you gotta do is clay and you could fill it. But I feel like clay and bentonite is a pretty tried and true combo. The real question is, do you need another layer of clay on the top? Because that would be another like 40 or 50 grand to bring in another layer of clay. Is it overkill? Is it not? You guys will have to let us know what you think. But I mean, this is clay. I mean, that's the good stuff. This is the stuff that you want that would hold water. And the entire pond is covered in it right now. Part of me just wants to say, screw it, just fill it. The other part of me that doesn't want to redo it says, let's bring in bentonite. So as of right now, we've got bentonite coming tomorrow, and they're gonna bring it all in, and then we're gonna spread it. And we'll show you guys how we do that. You spread it evenly across the whole thing, and then you kind of like, you can either till it in there, or you can kind of just like harrow it and just kind of rough it in there a little bit. Come back in and pack it as well. And then that's really comes the question is, do we bring in another layer of clay to put over the top of it, or do we call it good at just the bentonite? But either way, we're getting bentonite tomorrow. We'll see you guys then. Here, ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. I mean, look what we got dangling here. We got like half the shop filled up with these suckers. Bam! What do you think? You gonna fight that thing? Ooh, it didn't even budge. It didn't even budge. Ooh, man, that sounded dense.
It is dense.
These suckers are so heavy. Like, it's hard to really like wrap your, I've never actually seen these in person, but it's basically like filled with sand is how I'd like, I mean, look how many.
Big G, you said they're each 3,000 pounds.
3,000, look at this. Hopefully you saw that. But that's how many of them there are. Dude, there's a lot, dude. Oh, there's a ladder right there. Maybe I should have just used that. But I feel like this ladder here would make a little bit more sense. But we've got a lot, okay? We had to get enough bentonite to cover the entire pond in its entirety and spread it even. Yeah, now look at that. Bam! So the reason why we put it in the shop is to keep it safe from the elements. Now today it's actually not terrible outside, but if it were to rain, it basically ruins it. So what bentonite is, actually we should just open it up. Open it up, Big Junior. Tear one open. So what it is it's like a little pelletized thing, okay? And when you get it wet, it swells to like 200 times its original size. So if you were to take what's in this room, times it by 200, that's how much surface area. And so the idea is you spread this on dirt and you kind of till it in a little bit. And when it rains, this stuff swells and it'll fill any crack that's in the dirt, keeping it from water seeping through. That's at least the idea. What? Huh? Is it like smelling salts? What is it?
He like pushed the air out of it.
No.
Oh, went in my face.
And if you pull on it.
What's it smell like? Like it'll kill you?
Just powder in your face.
You're elbow deep.
You go put some in
60 grand for that, huh?
How does that make you feel?
I'm not sure how I feel about it. It doesn't really smell. I don't know. I was nervous that it. What do you think? Does it smell like anything?
No.
Taste it. Imagine if you like force somebody to take a spoon and it swelled 200 and just blew up their like, I feel like that'd be so bad, dude. Like, could you imagine? I don't know, because I was just like thinking like, if you like licked it, but what if it like expanded? That'd be nuts.
Fast?
Well, we should test it. Should we see how quickly it expands? So it's like, this is like a sand almost. It literally looks like sand, okay? And for some reason, it costs $60,000 for this. Hopefully it does what it's supposed to, but it's supposed to expand, like I said, 200 times the size of whatever it starts as. And so the idea is we're gonna take that out to the pond and spread it. Like, it's gonna basically look like there's a fertilizer dusting around the entire thing, pack it in there, and then if it rains, when it rains, I should say, it all swells up. That's at least the idea. Let's see if it works. Throw some in there, and then just get it like a little bit moist and see what happens.
You mean spit in it?
No, do you have water? Yeah, just put the water. What do you? Let's see if this works.
I don't know what I'm expecting to happen.
It's like a chia pet, I think. You gotta give it some time, or no? Is it one of those?
Have a lot of those?
No, I've just seen them. Does it do anything?
It's wet.
Did it expand at all?
No.
What I just spent 60 grand on then? It's 200 times the size of that should fill that cup up, right? Like you would think. If we go, It would be like having, is it just take a while or what?
And you brought some broken dirt. I can't.
Really? I'll be honest, it didn't do nothing.
Oh, that's not a good.
This is not good. I gotta Google this. How long is it supposed to take? This is not good at all. It's not doing anything.
I didn't think that it would be like instant like that.
How long does it take? You Google this, Banjo? Do we get scammed?
I doubt it.
They just put sand in these sacks and just dropped them off. Yeah, I'll run you about 50, 60. Oh, okay, sounds good. I mean, it feels a lot like sand, is it not? What's it feel like? Does it feel like it would seal a pond or no?
It feels gross.
Really? What does that mean?
Really gross. I don't know.
I don't know if I want to touch it. All I know is it hasn't swollen 200 times its size. I think that the guy who was dropping the stuff off lied to me about that statistic.
That's where you got the statistic?
Yeah, it was the driver. He was telling me about it. That's also who I gave the check to. I'm guessing that's not who paid for it. What's it say? Anything good?
I haven't found anything. How long it takes?
Does it say? You good?
No.
Does it say it goes 200 times the size, or did that driver just make that up?
I haven't seen any of this.
Ret.
10 to 30 hours. This one says.
To do what?
Until it like swells.
Let's leave it in that cup and see if
I was going to say, all right, we're just going to leave it in the cup. We'll give you guys an update.
It does say 15 times though.
15?
Yeah.
Not 200? Ooh, okay. That truck driver definitely
some
lied.
more.
No, it's wet. I think it's wet.
I think it needs more.
No, it's wet, dude.
It's not wet underneath it though, like when I touched it.
I think it's wet. I think you leave it just because we're simulating a light rain.
But if it doesn't have enough water, it's not going to expand all the way.
All right, put a little bit more in.
There it is.
15 times.
What happened?
15 times the size.
Not 200. Oh, okay. I was lied to then. Got it. So we're going to throw this a little bit more water in here, and we're going to let it sit. How many hours? 15 to 20 or something like that?
10 to 30.
10 to 30. You guys stay tuned. Shoo! Time for an update. What do we got? Okay, it absorbed a good... It's like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. You just...
Oh, yeah. Eat it.
I mean, it absorbed it, did it not? You know how much water you put in there? I feel like that's good.
I feel like it's not 200 times. It's
Okay, definitely not 200. What did you say, 15 or 10?
Yeah.
Does it smell now?
I think it's fine, no?
That smells good.
I think it kind of
Do anyone have a
blizzard.
spoon? How are we gonna scoop it out?
Does it not smell like sweet at all?
It does. It's
I feel like it's
got a
got
little-
I feel like it
Do you
smells
have a spoon or a? Oh, I've got like cooking utensils. Yeah, in this one. I want to spoon it out, dude. The fact that it absorbed that water, I feel like it's got to be good, right? Like, oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. That spatch fit. Will it fit?
No.
Here, I'll use the other end.
Oh, okay. Oh, weird.
I don't like that.
I thought it was gonna be like concrete.
That's what I thought.
I don't know.
No, it's like paste.
So does it stay like wet like that? Look at that. Interesting.
I probably won't do that.
So I'm guessing like it doesn't, but yeah, if it doesn't because there's always gonna be water on it, you know, in a pond.
Yeah.
So the idea is it swells up into this like gel, and then the gel fills the cracks and prevents it from seeping.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. I'm not quite exactly sure why. I guess I've got a sink here, but I mean, you put in a good amount of water, and now there's none.
Yeah, there's a lot of water.
Like, did it swell 200 times? No. I don't even know if it was 10.
Yeah.
It looks like the same amount that we
it's
put
the
in.
same- it's the same
I'll be honest, I think it's just the same amount. I think it's just, it goes from a powder to like a paste when you add water. Will that equal a not leaky pond? That's the question.
Yes.
Why are you so for it? I don't understand.
I want it to work.
What do you think?
I'm hopeful.
Do you think it's gonna work?
It did something. It's not sand. I know that now.
It isn't sand. You're right. It came in, I said, I just got scammed. I spent 60 grand for some sand. So, in theory, we're going to spread that throughout the entire pond, cover it with clay, and when water hits it, it does that and it swells up, and we should not hopefully have a leaky pond. You guys stay tuned. Down, ladies and gentlemen, that is right. This stuff, I don't know how to feel about it, okay? But the entire pond is covered in this. How's that make you feel?
Looks like a sandy beach.
It does kind of look like a beach, doesn't it? What are you munching on? What flavor of jerky are you munching on?
It's definitely the Nutter Butters.
Was it a Nutter Butter?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Nutter Butter.
They're
You
good.
like Nutter Butters?
Yeah, it's good.
Well, we got the bentonite spread out. I mean, it is completely covered. This entire pond is now white with bentonite. It's evenly spread. The next thing they're gonna do is cover the whole thing up with more clay, dang it, okay? That way, when it rains, right now if it were to rain, all of this would wash to the middle, and you would have a really good sealed pond in the middle, but then the sides wouldn't be. So basically, you gotta do it all at once. You gotta hope that it's not windy and it's not rainy, and basically they come in and they're gonna cover this entire thing with clay. So essentially, there's gonna be clay on the bottom, this thin layer of bentonite that, as you guys saw, when you mix with water, it swells up. Then you've got the layer of clay. So that way, if the water goes through the layer of clay and hits the bentonite, it swells up and fills the gap. In theory, what do you think? You think it's gonna work?
I think so.
If this don't work, I don't know what will, dude.
It's gonna work.
Oreo sandwich.
Oreo sandwich, you guys stay tuned. How's this look? Does it look professional?
0.5. Yeah, you just do that.
Hey, how you guys doing? All right, guys. So what we're gonna be doing is giving you guys. I'm just kidding. Shoo! We are completely done with the pond laser. When you guys saw, we covered it with bentonite, we covered it with clay, and bam! That is what she looks like right now. If the quality went down a hair, I apologize. I'm filming on an iPhone. I don't have the camera, but what we do have, Jake's back, by the way. He's not dead. You've been missing for the last episode or two. How you feeling? Yeah. Not great.
We're getting there.
Well, we got the laser because we need to lay this pond out. If you guys missed it in the previous episode, we went on a big whiteboard in the office and we kind of drew the layout where everything's going to be. Well, now this is what the pond looks like. And so this is what we have to deal with. You know, we had it in our head. We're going to have a beach over here. We're going to have spawning ledges over here. We're going to have a roadbed over here. Now we have what we have and we need to take some measurements because I don't even know how deep this sucker is. I mean, it's a ways down there. That little post right here, that is the deepest point. That is the dam, obviously. That's the highest point. So that's going to be the deepest water there. We're going to put our beach over there. We've got a boat ramp right where those bulldozers are. We got a spawning shelf that's sitting kind of right over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the laser out and figure out exactly what the deepest point is, how deep is it, and we're going to flag and mark everything out and essentially design our own topo map for the pond so we know exactly how deep everything is. We'll throw up the drone and we'll draw it out for you guys so you can see exactly what this pond's going to look like once it's full as far as depths go, contour, and all that stuff. So we're going to get the laser going, go down to the bottom, huh?
Where do you think the water line's going to be?
Wherever you want it to be. I don't know. I'm not sure, actually, now that I think about it. It's kind of actually hard to tell from here where the water line's actually going to be. I mean, I think that's pretty close, right?
Water's here. It's going to land.
Yeah. That'll do it. All right, let's get to beeping. All right, the laser is set at water level. That pink flag is water level right there. You're giving it a dangle.
Yes, sir.
We're going to take her down to the bottom and see how deep the pond actually is. All right, we got some flags, and Banjo's on paint duty over there. This is going to be the moment of truth. This is, in fact, the deepest spot. I mean, it ain't shallow, son. It ain't shallow.
How far up that is?
Way up there. This is it. Go ahead and do the extendo and see what happens. Let's see how deep is the deepest spot on the pond going to be.
That's 10 feet right there.
Okay, yeah, you got a little ways to go, I think.
Sorry, that's me beeping. That's not that.
You got a big meeting or what?
5 minutes.
Really? You gonna solve world hunger?
No.
Oh, okay.
15 and a half.
And you ain't beeping yet?
Out,
You ain't beeping yet? Oh, look at, he's sky high right now. Look at that. Oh. I mean, that's another 3 foot at least.
To my thigh.
Yeah, that's gotta be 3, right?
3,
18 foot? 18 foot deep? Holy
My
smokes, son. What are you gonna have in here? Freaking salmon? Or what? What is in the deep of bluefin tuna?
Big old flatheads.
Yeah, holy cow. And that's, we've got the water coming in right here. So this is gonna be cold and deep. 18 foot, that's the deepest we got. That's pretty crazy. That's deeper than what I thought. So we've got, that's the boat ramp right there. So we'll kind of go up the boat ramp and figure out how deep it is there. Go shoot the beach, go shoot the spawning bay, kind of shoot any humps and bumps, and we'll let you know what we find. You guys stay tuned. Shoo! All right, we are back and ready to. This is the original drawing, okay? If you guys saw the first episode, that was the first drawing. We've got better drawings than that, though, because we flew the drone. So this is what the pond looks like currently, and now it's time to give you guys an idea of what we're going to be dangling with. So we've got some high-tech technology here, aka an iPad with a pencil. So you guys stay tuned. You know, they called me Picasso Jr. in high school, right?
Oh, yeah.
Nope, that's a lie. All right, so this is what we're dangling with. So we went out and we marked all of the depths, all the contours of everything. And although now that you look at it on here, it looks pretty, you know, cereal bowl-like. It's because you're correct. It is fairly cereal bowl-like. This is from a different angle. So this is looking straight west. This one's looking pretty much straight north. So it's from this angle, it looks like a cereal bowl. Yeah, how's it going?
I heard that shoe from the next county.
Did that interrupt your meeting? Did they?
Yeah,
did
they heard it.
They're like, what's he shooing about? So this one looks a little bit better. It's not as circular and like even. It kind of like there's some slope. So like, for example, allow me. Like for instance, like this, like I'll just circle it. Like this area here, like that's a huge bench. Okay, so like it's kind of hard to tell from a flat image. It's an area, I guess. Let's just call it that way. So this is what it looks like. So the deepest part we found was 18, which we found that, I'm gonna go ahead and mark it in blue crayon. We found that right in like this area. So this is 18, you know, maybe this is like 16 and like right at this edge was like 14. So it slowly gets a little bit deeper and deeper. And the rest are pretty much like it's set up with like rings. So it comes, you know, the gray, this part right here, this is the perimeter of the pond. So we actually marked the water line and said if this thing was plumb full, what would it be? That blue around there is the water line. So if you're looking at it and you're like, let's see, grab a color, you guys, pink. Like this distance here that I'm marking here, like that's just a 3-foot shelf. So it just gradually goes to 3 feet. So same thing, the 3 to 6 is here, 6 to 10 is here, and 10 to actually 18 is like right there. So it's not like sheer drops. It's a gradual slope. So I want to explain the layout because we obviously drew it up there. This is now what the reality of it looks like. And we've got some emojis that should help you visually. So first off, we've got our boat ramp. So this guy, let's see if I can situate. How do you orientate Junior here? I can make him smaller. How do you spin him?
I don't know.
I should have played with this earlier. All right, we are back. I had to get a new boat picture. Okay, so this is a boat. Let me zoom in for you. So the boat ramp, you can kind of see it's a little tough. It's pretty much just right here. Okay, so the boat ramp is sitting. If I was gonna draw it, like it was like here and then like here is kind of then it pretty much just tapers down into this area. So you've got like a pretty big drop off that goes this way. So this is like, you know, the back of the boat. Maybe I guess we'll look at the ring. Technically, it's 10 foot. So I'm guessing your boat wouldn't be that far back, but that's essentially the ramp. So we're probably gonna refer to it as the roadbed in video. So, you know, your truck might be up top there, your boat be sitting out there. So you're gonna end up having this roadbed thing, okay? And it's pretty much gonna go down here like this, and it's gonna go like this. So on that drawing, we didn't have a boat ramp. We put a boat ramp in. So there's essentially the boat ramp, kind of colored in a little bit so you guys can see. So you got your boat ramp there, and if you're gonna go up to this photo from this angle looking north, then this little emoji guy would work good. His boat ramp's about like here. So the truck's on land, the boat's back in water. So if you're gonna back your boat, you're gonna go beep, 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 like that. That's how you're gonna back in. So we'll let him sit right there, but that's pretty much what we're dangling with. So the other thing is we talked about is beach, okay? On the drawing, we had spawning shelf, we've got a tackle shop, boat thing, we got the beach, we've got the dam, all that good stuff. And we thought it was gonna be 15 foot, 18, actually, a little bit deeper. So starting off with the beach, we've got some sand, okay? So the beach is gonna go about like here. My idea is pretty much start from where the boat ramp is, and it's shallow. So you can see it starts out at 3, you know, that green line is 3 foot deep. So your whole beach is gonna be right in there. And then we're gonna put in some boathouse action, okay? Maybe we'll go real big with the boathouse. And that guy's gonna hang out about here. So the dock thing would be flipped, but you get the idea. So that's more or less the orientation. So you've got your boat ramp, you've got your beach, and then you've got your boathouse. And then your spawning ledge, which we could also put, you know, beach material, I guess, which I can't, we figured that out. We can't really orientate it. But essentially this, I'll just draw it in. This area here is a big spawning shelf bench. It's like 3 foot, pretty much the whole thing. And so that's where we could put in pea gravel and some different stuff. Now, the sand, fish will also spawn on. So this could also work as a spawning area. But the idea was we were gonna have this spawning shelf. So in this drawing here, we talked about spawning shelf. In reality, it's like here. And then this ended up being a little steeper. But we were dang close, okay? And that's all that matters. We were close. So we've got the spawning shelf, okay, back there by the boat dock. We've got the boat dock. We've got the sandy beach. We've got that. Then we can pretty much do whatever with we've got brush, okay? We've got some brush piles. We've got some rocks that we could put in. And so my idea is to stage this stuff at each contour, right? So you're going from 3 to 6, and then you've got, you know, from 6 to 10. So maybe 6 to 10, you put your rocks, and from 3 to 6, you put your brush. So that way you're flipping shallow brush, or maybe dragging a jig over, you know, rocks and stuff like that. So, I mean, you could pretty much say, okay, on the ledge from 3 to 6, we just want hella brush pile. Like that's what we're after. We're just gonna sit here and we're gonna line the entire pond with brush piles and just put them in that depth. And again, you guys, this is why I'm telling you guys, because I want you to tell me if I'm making a mistake here. Maybe we do it a different way. But my idea is pretty much just follow the contour of the pond and line it with brush and then intermix in some rocks. So the other thing we've got dangling here is the outflow of water. So let's get some blue. So right here, that's where the water's dumping in, okay? You can see it on this top one right here. This right here, that's where the water is coming in. So that's gonna be ice cold water. So our thought was maybe we put some rocks and stuff like here. Now we're sitting at about 10 foot. So you're gonna have ice cold water pumping in over the top of rocks. I think that would be pretty good. So the other thing that I thought about doing is having the trees and then maybe offsetting it with rocks. So putting trees, then rock, then trees, then rocks. Again, maybe we want rocks shallower, maybe we want rocks deeper. I'm thinking shallow brush, deep rocks. So you see, we're sitting at 6 foot right here. So this is 6 foot deep. The red line is 6 foot deep. The black line is 10 foot deep. So I wanna put them on those ledges. That way if you're dragging a jig, you throw it up on the bank, you're going through the brush pile, nothing, then you get it to the rock pile, you keep working your way all the way down. So maybe you do something like this and so on and so forth. So that way there's cover all the way around. The other idea that we had, which we can't really do, and we could kind of do, is cut down some giant trees and lay them like in the bottom of the pond, but then have the trunk of the tree like stick up like this. So yeah, here's your tree. So then you like that?
Yeah, I like
that's
that
pretty
tree.
solid. So that way, when you're looking at it, you just see a stump sticking out of the water, like right against the dam, like right against the bank. And you know if you cast next to it, you're gonna work your jig. You're gonna end up casting right here. That's the edge of the water. And you're gonna bounce your lure next to this tree and then through this tree all the way down to the bottom to 18 foot. How are you not gonna get bit?
I don't know.
I feel like you might get bit. So I know there's some people that are against natural structure, like trees in these ponds. A lot of people do like the artificial, the PVC, which I'm not against either. So let me know if this would be a mistake. But I've got plenty of big trees, like all these big trees right here. Bam, you knock them down and you bring them right over here and you lay them in the water, then you put rocks on each side. So that's kind of what we're thinking. The one question that we're trying to figure out is what do you do down here? Okay, you've got a good sized bowl. It's not huge, maybe half acre, 3/4 of an acre area that's 14 to 18 foot deep, which is pretty stinking deep, okay? And we made this pond extra deep because we needed the topsoil to fill in around the house. So in reality, I know this pond doesn't need to be this deep. It probably needs to be like 8 foot at most. But being deep would allow us to put in big catfish, maybe some trout, maybe some pike, some perch. Especially with the cold outflow of water, we really are unlimited for what we can do. So that's what I want you guys to tell me. What should we put in the bottom of it? What makes the most sense? And then the other thing is this road bed that's coming down. We're planning on putting, gravel and stuff. But then the other option would be to put rocks and the, tree pile type stuff on the sides, okay? Because it's like a road and then you've got like the ditch next to it. So we're thinking, maybe we do something like this as well, where it's, rocks, trees on each side. So then you would take like these ones that are over here, get rid of that, and you do the same thing. And you'd put rocks over here, and you'd put trees over here, and you put rocks over here, maybe, and you put trees right over here. So we want to make it to where it's super fishable. We made the pond as big as we possibly could. We want to put in a bunch of structure, but we need your guys' help. What do we do in the middle where it's nice and deep and really kind of flat at the bottom? And then should we mess with real trees, cedar trees, big cottonwood trees, or should we just do all artificial? As far as the rocks goes, we're gonna get some like recycled concrete stuff, big chunks, big slabs, stuff that we can just kind of dump into the bottom of it. We're also contemplating putting rock around at least like the dam side, so that way you've got, maybe the first couple feet of rock rather than just dirt, which I think would be kind of cool. But overall, this gives you a pretty good sense of what the pond in my mind is going to look like. So now that it's built, the big question is, will it hold water? And you will find that out along with us in the next episode when we turn the well on for the very first time. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below, how should we lay this out? Are we making any mistakes? Do you have any suggestions? And stay tuned to the next episode to figure out, will this pond hold water? We'll catch you next time, and peace.